Hi there everybody, this is Jennifer Angel and this is my report for you Aquarius for 2018. Now I do already have made a snapshot, a 2-minute report for those people that just like me to give it to them straight in 2 minutes. Okay, so this is my more intensive or extensive report. So what we're going to do is have a look at the planetary moves. There's quite a lot happening this year. It's an exciting year. Let's hope so. Let's hope that it's an exciting year that follows up with lots of fabulous outcomes, all right? But there's quite a few slow-moving outer planets that are transiting into the next sign, and Uranus, your ruling planet, is one of them, and Capricorn, your co-ruler, is the other one. So it's particularly exciting for Aquarius. And then we're going to have a look at the major areas of life: love, career, money, spirit, and we'll finish off with going around the calendar to see what comes up as being the main focus per month. Okay, but there's intense moon energy, the eclipse, full-on solar and lunar eclipse this year again, so in and opposite your sign, and also in your area of productivity and health and well-being. So that's going to pull on your emotions and also your intuition. So you want to pay attention to how you feel. Okay, so you will have the answers to what you need if you tune into your instincts, and that'll help you move forward with less commotion, that was the combination of commotion and confusion together. So less commotion, and with certainty. So that's a great thing. Although keep in mind that eclipse energy is sort of moon energy is emotional. Anyway, eclipse energy is more intense. So it does help to move things and helps to move you, out of the area that you're in and into where you want to go. All right, let's start off and have a look at love, okay? So romance, passion, and love, they're all very present in your life this year, this coming year, 2018. And in a way that it can knock on your door, knock on your heart in a way that it's impossible to ignore someone's presence, okay? So, don't sort of think that, oh, I've got other things on my mind at the moment, not necessarily love. Well, guess what? Sometimes we're not in control of when, love sort of comes our way. Your family unit can take on a different structure this year as well. So, you want to sort of just take that in your stride, not good, not bad, but just different. So let's have a look at all that. So first of all, in February, let's see, January, February, July, and August are the eclipse months. It's going to really, as I said, be in your relationship zone and in your sign. So it does encourage you to think about, who you are, what you want, where you are, where you want to end up, and make decisions to get there. And it's particularly focused around relationships, okay? So in your opposite sign there. So you can have changes in relationships. You can build your relationship into a deeper relationship. I mean, I know everybody gets worried when I talk about changes in a relationship, but changes can not always a bad thing. It can be like changes for, a better relationship. However, yes, it can indicate that there are some endings and beginnings. So if something is not working, then eclipse in your solar 7th house can sort of remove it, and once there's a removing and there's an ending, then that opens the door for a beginning. So in that sense, it's all very, very positive. But as I said, it can just, if you're looking for love, then it can put you in front of someone, as I said, like it's just impossible not to recognize. And if you're in a relationship, you can take it to a deeper level. So all very, very good. And eclipse energy is like a trigger. It moves things out of one place and into another place. So we like that. Now, Uranus, your ruling planet, is moving into, in May, will transit into, this is an 8-year transit, okay? So it's slower moving out of planet, and it's going to move into a home and family area. It will move back out of there into your area of communication and creativity towards the end of the year, and its retrograde movement. What would it be if we didn't have any retrograde for the year? But basically it's going to be in this home and family area, and it's going over this next 8 or 9 period, and it's going to give you a chance to really bring things together, and certainly on a monetary level as well, because this position with Uranus in Taurus is very much about security, and very much about building security for you in the home unit. Money matters will be dealt differently. In fact, with this position, there can be a whole revolutionized, groundbreaking, untraditional way of doing your banking, or looking after money, or dealing with money, or investing. Okay, so it does open up that whole doorway. New forms of money and banking structure are highlighted. And new forms of currency too. So you want to sort of get, and this is a good time to really research what's happening on the financial market. It's going to seem to have an effect on your home and family in some way. And like Bitcoins are very big out there at the moment. They've been around for a while, and that type of electronic money, you know, Bitcoin isn't the only one. It's just sort of the most recognized, I think, at the moment. So that sort of all falls under this category, and as I said, it's sort of like combined with your home and family. Now, into your area of creativity, if we move on to your career zone now, excuse me, opposite opportunities, people, projects, situations, okay, all head your way. So when you're in the zone, Aquarius, there's no one better than you, okay? And you can really sort of bring something different to the table and make it happen. And all this year with Jupiter in your career zone, which is a planet of opportunity and abundance and expansion and growth and knowledge. So it gives you an opportunity or an option or options to learn something new, and to take on that learning and put it into your career. All right, so with this happening, and also in the mid-year, July, a solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse. I do think it's a supermoon by memory, so you know, quite intense in your area of work and productivity. Then there can be some changes around mid-year that have come through opportunities, and certainly a creative level of opportunities, because Chiron, which is a healing planet, often known as the wounded healer, is moving into your area of communication and creativity. And that sort of brings through, and when I say healing planet, it can heal like situations from this life, or karmic healing and past life. So it can help to open you up more, even more so on a creative level. You're a highly creative, genius style thinking, intellectual person. But with this position, it helps you put it into action, because it's a cardinal sign. So and it's in Aries, so it's a cardinal sign, and it's a sign of action. Okay, so it's taking lessons from the past, getting them, realizing how they've helped you, realizing how you can use them, and take your level of creativity and push it forward and make it happen. Okay, pretty powerful indeed. So that's all happening around your career. Now with money, creativity, imagination, and intellect, the combination of using both sides of your brain, your logical, intellectual plus your intuitive, imaginative side together, that's what will bring the cash in and stock the bank account. Okay, and certainly with the Chiron moving into this third house area, which is very much about communication and creativity, that can help that. And as Jupiter will move in November 2018, will move into your area of friendships and connections. The people that you meet can be very significant in your life as the year goes on. So as the year goes on, the feeling, that vibration will be felt, even more. Now, so there is like a whole monetary vibe coming from the things that you do best, your creativity, okay? And when we look at your spirit, so believing in yourself, okay, like, I mean, that's always, isn't it, okay? But once you truly, truly believe in yourself and value yourself, that's when life opens up, and opens up in a way that you desire it to be. So you want to be positive and you want to expect the best. Now, particularly as Saturn, which is your co-ruler, just moved into at the end of December, 21st, 22nd of December, moved into the sign before you. It's a 3-year transit. Okay, so Saturn is going to continually challenge you on this level. Is that what you really want? Is that going to work for you? Okay, so you want to pay attention to it, but don't get too bogged down with it, because Pluto is in this area as well. Slow moving planet Pluto. It's been there for a while. It's going to be there until 2024. Okay, so, but with Pluto and Saturn now in the same area, they aren't going to connect at the same degree until 2020. But in this same area, it's very powerful forces. So Pluto is transformational. This whole area of your chart is like highly inspirational, transformational, spiritual. There's real Oprah aha moments, and you probably know she's an Aquarian. So this is going to sort of work so well with getting your thoughts together, getting things together, how you want them to be, transforming and getting those like aha areas of realizations. The difference is with Saturn in this area of Capricorn, you can put solid foundations down. Okay, so what Saturn in Capricorn does, it makes it real. It helps you to make good choices, decisions that are going to last the test of time. It builds solid foundations, and this is all coming from your inspiration, your inspired thoughts. You're getting a lot of clarity, and even though this is a 3-month transit, it's like as a planet moves out of a sign at that 29 degree and into the next sign at 0 degrees for the first 3 months or so, if it's a slower moving planet, that's a critical degree. So like immediately at the end of 2017 and what comes through for you and the highlights and those inspirational aha type moments that come through at the start of 2018, take notice of that, okay? Because they'll really be your signpost. Watch for the signs of synchronicity and the signs of coincidence and serendipity, all those fabulous words. You want to watch that sort of movie, Serendipity. I love that. And so it's a very powerful year for you, and with the eclipses and everything else that's going on. So let's go through now and have a look at the month by month and see what's highlighted there. So right in January, there's all this activity happening to kick off the year in your solar 12th house. Okay, so all that inspirational thought and imaginative thought, those aha moments, and gaining clarity about what it is you want to do, where your strengths are, what is your soul purpose. Do you want to make any changes or directions or alteration in your path? Like January, it's all like kicking off actually in December, okay? And so by the time then, as we move through the months in February, it's putting it into action. It's like you get the clarity and it's like bam, bam, bam. Let's make it happen, okay? There's no time like the moment, the present. Let's make it happen. And then as we go through, March is a very good money month for you. So things that you decide on, choices you make, the action that you put on in December, January, February can come through financially for you in March. It's not to say that money isn't going to come in through before that. It's just highlighted there. Okay, that goes through April as well. Lots of communication and creating things happening in May, and then there's more focus on your home and family and discussions taking place mid-year around June, okay? July, there's like a restructure, certainly seems to be around your business, and as we go through to August, it's more focus on relationships, and we've certainly got that, August we have that solar eclipse in your relationship area. So, big time relation, and also with your, you can meet a soulmate if you're looking for love. It can certainly come through. So I want to sort of get out there and, focus on, July particularly is a great time to focus on your presentation, your personal presentation, okay? And then in August and through September is about relationships. Focus more on relationships. As I said, it's not that relationships aren't going to be prominent right through the rest of the year, but this is where I see the focus. And also your natal chart. This is a solar chart, so your natal chart layered on top of this, does sort of put another layer on it as well, okay? And if you haven't had your horoscope wheel done, then there's lots of sites where you can just get your wheel done for free. And I don't have that on my site. I must look into that to see if I can get that going. But certainly once you get your horoscope wheel, and that just will tell you where your planets are, and if the more accurate you can get your timing, the better, of course. Then if you want to sort of analyze your chart or your transits, you can come to astrologer, someone like me, okay? All right, so there's a lot of intimacy in October, so all that relationship area that came to life in the middle of the year then goes to a deeper level of connection in October. That sort of sounds about pretty right with timing, doesn't it? You could be traveling in November, opportunity to learn something new. It certainly seems to be a new start in some way in November, and then Jupiter will move into Sagittarius. And when Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, it's going to be great for connections with you, okay? And you could certainly be doing some charitable work too towards the end of the year, November, December. But it's still, very, very good for business. There's discussions that are going on. And the year finishes off very strong with business, and certainly a lot of rethinking, and of course the end of the year is that time of year that we redo our goals and we start rethinking about where we are, where we want to be, you know, and off we go again to get more sort of clarity and focus on our life. Well, I certainly do hope it's a fabulous year for you, Aquarius. So there's a lot going on, so I hope it is. Thank you so much for following me, watching me. If you haven't been to my website, jenniferangel.com, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and there's some gifts, and I'll have lots of offers and things through the year. I'm just sort of getting that sort of up to date, so, you know, give me a couple of weeks and we'll sort of get that more sort of rocking and rolling there. But straight away you can get a couple of gifts from there, all right? I'd love you to be part of my network. All right, so love and luck to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next year in 2018 for the weekly videos and all the horoscope reports on the website. Okay, bye for now. Happy New Year.